I am Goku-X. Hey guys, I hope you are all well. Today we'll start to see a new story called Goku-X. The story will take place after the end of the Tournament of Power, but it will not be focused on the 7th universe, but on the 6th universe. All because of Super Shenron, who fulfilled the wish of Android 17. Well, with all that said, I'd like you to leave a lot of likes and comments if you like this and want the continuation of the story. Done all that? Well, grab your popcorn and your soda. Let's see this incredible story. In the 6th universe. A few days had passed since the Tournament of Power, which was a competition where some universes had to face each other until one of them won. But all those who were defeated would be erased from existence, and one of those erased universes had been the 6th universe, with Champa as the god of destruction and Vados as the angel responsible for the universe. But thanks to the wish of Android 17, who had been the warrior of the 7th universe, and also the winner of the Tournament of Power, Android 17 could have a wish fulfilled by Super Shenron, and that wish was to bring back all the universes erased during the Tournament of Power. And thanks to that wish, all erased universes came back to life. During the Tournament of Power, several mortals surprised the gods and some angels, and one of the main ones was Saiyan Son Goku of the 7th universe, doing a feat that not even the gods of destruction could achieve, which was to reach the maximum level of mastery over a technique of the angels, the Ultra Instinct. Something that left the angels impressed, including Vados, who wondered if in the universe there was a version of that Saiyan. Since the universes were twins, it was quite possible there was another Son Goku in their universe, and that would be something that Vados would investigate after your return. Vados, after returning to her universe, she started trying to find a version of Son Goku in her universe, and after a few days of looking, Vados ended up finding it on planet Earth. Son Goku from the 6th universe was not as strong as his version from the 7th universe, but Vados could see that Goku had such great potential as the 7th universe. In reality, Son Goku could even be stronger, and that excited the angel who made the proposal to train the Saiyan, who accepted at the same time because just like his version of the 7th universe, Goku loved to face strong opponents, and when he found out about the gods, it made him much more excited to become more strong and overcome the gods. Son Goku of the 6th universe was similar to his version of the 7th universe, but the Goku of the 7th universe had dark blue hair and dark eyes different from his other version. In addition, he preferred to be called Goku-X because he did not like to be called Son Goku. Over time, Goku-X grew stronger thanks to Vados' training. Goku-X ended up facing other Saiyans like Caulifla, Kale, and Kaba because Goku-X needed to understand more about his powers and capabilities as a Saiyan, and that was something surprising because the Saiyan managed to master the power of Super Saiyan 1 and 2 very quickly. And with that, he surpassed his fellow Saiyans by transforming into a Super Saiyan 3 and defeating Kaba, Caulifla, and Kale. It didn't take long for Goku-X to become as strong as his fellow Saiyans, and after acquiring the power of Super Saiyan 3, Goku-X was able to overcome the strength of all three Saiyans. Even though Caulifla, Kale, and Kaba had used their strength together, not were able to defeat Goku-X. But there was a problem. Every time Goku-X got stronger or did something different, he was compared to his other version of the 7th universe. And that made the Saiyan very angry with all of this, because Goku-X now had a goal, to overcome all the Universe 7 and his twin brother Son Goku. Because constantly he was compared to Son Goku, and that only made Goku-X angrier. After a few months of training, Goku-X became very powerful, to a point of being able to activate Superior Instinct alone during a fight against Kefla, which is the fusion of Kale and Caulifla, which left everyone surprised because none of them thought that Goku-X could use this technique. Because even his other version had to come close to death to be able to use Superior Instinct, and Goku-X managed to activate that technique during combat because he wanted to, and not because he was close to death. At the moment. In the present day, it was possible to see Goku-X finishing his daily training with Vados. Vados spoke. "You are stronger than a few days ago, Goku-X. Your power is growing at a very fast pace, and should reach the level of your other version in a short time," said the angel while looking at Goku-X, who was at the moment removing a piece of clothing that should have been as heavy as a medium-sized planet. Goku-X said, "I know that. While I get stronger, my other version must be doing the same thing. I would like to face stronger opponents. Facing those other three Saiyans is no longer helping me to get stronger, since I learned how to face them easily," said the Saiyan while putting on his original clothes. Vados said, "Would you like to face the warriors of the 2nd universe? They're strong, and gave work to Son Goku of the 7th universe at the time. and now they must be even stronger," said the angel after remembering the warriors of the second universe. Goku-X thought, "Second universe? Are they as strong as Vados is talking about? They participated in the Tournament of Power, something I would have liked to have participated in, and probably I would have been able to defeat the other Son Goku and beat that Jiren guy. I already know. Why don't I face the warriors of the second universe to see if they are really strong? After all, I know of a way to travel between the universes, and that way nobody would know what I did or will do," thought the Saiyan as he moved by his desire to face strong opponents. Goku-X thought, "If I defeat those warriors in an easy way, I will already be stronger than my other version, right? But what would happen if I defeated Universe 2's Goddess of Destruction? That would make me one of the strongest mortals in the 12 universes," thought the Saiyan, getting excited about being able to win the title of strongest mortal or one of the strongest of all 12 universes. Goku-X said, "Vados, I'll train alone for a few days, but don't worry, please," said the Saiyan, making the angel curious. Vados said, "Do your training alone? What kind of training would that be?" asked the angel to the Saiyan, who turned around and started walking. But before disappearing from the place, Goku-X answered the angel's question. "Let's say that this training is to see how strong I currently am," said the Saiyan before using a teleportation technique and leaving the planet of the gods of destruction of the 6th universe. On some lifeless planet in the 6th universe. On any planet without life in the 6th universe, it was possible to see Goku-X suddenly appearing in front of a huge cave, and then entering it and going to the bottom where there was a strange structure. Goku-X spoke. "The first time I saw this structure, I didn't know what it could do, but after studying the books on the planet Achampa, I discovered that this strange structure has the ability to teleport anyone to another universe, and using this structure I can go to the second universe to face the warriors that Vados had spoken," said the Saiyan, facing the strange structure in front of him. After looking at the structure for a few more seconds, the Saiyan placed his hand on a crystal and deposited some of his ki in the crystal that began to glow, and suddenly several spheres appeared around the Saiyan. Upon seeing that, Goku-X closed his eyes and he concentrated on the second universe. That would be his destiny, and when he did that, all the spheres that were around him disappeared, except one of them. The only one that was still in the place was the sphere that represented the second universe. The sphere that was still in place floated to the center of the structure and placed himself on a pedestal, and after that the sphere began to shine brightly, and then a portal appeared behind the sphere, and that portal would take Goku-X to the second universe. Goku-X said, "Looks like it worked. If I remember correctly, there is a planet like this next to the structure in each universe. So I go there and defeat these warriors, and then I come back and nobody will imagine that I did something like that. After all, if someone recognizes me, they will think that I am another Son Goku," said the Saiyan, staring at the portal in front of him until Goku-X decided to enter the portal. Upon entering the portal and coming out the other side, Goku-X saw that he was still in the same place he was previously, only that Goku-X knew that he was not in the 6th universe, because he could not feel Champa's energy, but he felt the energy of another god of destruction. Goku-X said, "It looks like I'm in the second universe, so let's quickly accomplish my goal and then go back to the 6th universe," said the Saiyan, soon concentrating on finding the warriors of the second universe that Vados had told Goku-X. It didn't take long for the Saiyan to find the 3 warriors that Vados had told him about, and when he found them, Goku-X teleported to the place where the warriors were. Upon arriving at the place, Goku-X wasted no time and already advanced against the warriors, who didn't have time to react and defend themselves from the Saiyan's attack, and that for the Saiyan ended up becoming boring. After all, the warriors should always be with their guard up, and they had let their guard down too low, and because of that, 2 of the 3 had been knocked out in a few seconds, and the last one could barely stand up. When the Saiyan went to knock out the last of the 3 Haki warriors, Goku-X had to dodge a Hakai from the Goddess of Destruction from the second universe that had arrived at the location quickly after sensing a strange energy in his universe. Upon seeing the Goddess of Destruction in that universe, Goku-X, not wanting to waste time, already activated the power of superior instinct, surprising everyone, and then advanced against the goddess, who was lecturing the Saiyan, who didn't even bother to listen to the goddess's words. Hellas, the goddess of destruction of the second universe, seeing the Saiyan coming toward her at high speed, started shooting several Hakai spears, but none of the attacks managed to hit Goku-X, who, thanks to the power of superior instinct, his body could easily dodge every single one of those attacks of the goddess. Hellas, seeing that her attacks of destruction could not defeat the Saiyan, advanced against him for direct combat, only that Goku-X was much faster than Hellas, and thanks to that Goku-X was able to attack the goddess at high speed. And for not being used to facing individuals with levels of speed, Hellas couldn't keep up with the Saiyan's blows. Goku-X, seeing that he was managing to defeat the goddess, gave a big smile, because facing and cornering the god of destruction was not an easy thing to do, and no mortal had managed to do that. Goku-X said, "I thought you were strong, but you're not as strong as I imagined. You don't even get to be one of the 5th strongest gods of destruction, but I'm still disappointed," spoke the Saiyan before running through Hellas' stomach using a keyblade. Goku-X said, "Tell me what I want to know before I die, and I promise that your universe will not be destroyed," said the Saiyan, still with the keyblade to the goddess's stomach. Hellas, seeing that she couldn't do anything, had to give the information that the Saiyan wanted, and after that Goku-X removed the keyblade from inside Hellas' stomach and then ripped her head off just in case. After doing that, Goku-X looked at everyone who was witnessing the battle and simply threw Hellas' head at them, and then disappeared, heading towards the place that Hellas had spoken about. Somewhere in the vast second universe, it was possible to see Goku-X going at high speed to a planet where what he was looking for would be. Hellas had given him this information so that the Saiyan would not destroy his universe. Also, Goku-X was wearing a God of Destruction outfit that he had somehow obtained and was now wearing it. After a few minutes, Goku-X managed to find what he was looking for, a planet very similar to the planet Earth, except that the planet was composed of black clouds full of thunder. The entire planet was a gigantic storm, and very dangerous for anyone, and even one god would not dare to enter the planet unless he has the ability to control electricity or thunder. Goku-X thought, "It took me a while to find this planet, but now that I'm seeing it, it makes sense that God lives here, and he's going to have to teach me that technique, and with that I can defeat the gods of destruction," the Saiyan thought while staring at the storm planet, where he could reach his goal. After concluding his thought, the Saiyan flew towards the storm planet, but when Goku-X got close to entering the planet, a thunder ended up hitting him, making the Saiyan move away immediately and put his hand on his chest, in the place where he had been hit by the thunder, and a little smoke was coming out. Goku-X said, "I understand why no one can talk to this guy, much less learn that power. I have no choice but to use the power of superior instinct, but I'm just going to use the incomplete form to not waste so much energy," said the Saiyan while recovering from the thunder that had hit him. After a few seconds, the Saiyan managed to recover completely from the attack he had suffered and also his recovery. The Saiyan activated the power of superior instinct in its incomplete version and then advanced towards the planet Tempest. The moment the Saiyan entered the planet, several thunders tried to hit him, but thanks to the power of superior instinct, Goku-X managed to dodge all the thunder, and it didn't take long for him to reach the ground of that planet that had a very strange landscape in comparison to the other planets that Goku-X had known. Goku-X said, "If it weren't for the power of superior instinct, I wouldn't have been able to enter this planet. And it makes a lot of sense that no one can enter here by the traditional method, and the worst is that it is not possible to use the teleportation technique to enter this planet," spoke the Saiyan while deactivating the power of superior instinct. Soon the Saiyan began to explore the planet where he was, and it didn't take long for Goku-X to find a structure that seemed to be an old castle. And when he saw the castle, the Saiyan went towards him in search of finding his objective. But at the moment as Goku-X got close to the castle, thunder ended up being thrown at him, and thanks to the Saiyan's speed, he managed to dodge the thunder, which, when it hit the ground, ended up creating a small crater. A mysterious being spoke. "Who are you, and what are you doing on my planet? How did you actually get into it?" asked a mysterious being that was floating on top of the Saiyan. Goku-X spoke. "My name is Son Goku, but I prefer you call me Goku-X, and I came here to ask to be trained by the God of Thunder, Kaminari, the one who was able to seriously injure the God of Destruction of the 7th universe, Beerus," said the Saiyan in a respectful manner to the being in front of him. Goku-X recognized him as the being, the God of Thunder, Kaminari. Kaminari said, "Being trained by me? You having managed to reach my planet is reason enough for me to at least teach you something. But how are you able to enter my planet without being killed by the thunderstorm that surrounds it?" asked the God of Thunder, curious about how the mortal in front of him had managed to accomplish a feat that not even the gods could accomplish. Goku-X said, "It wasn't very difficult, not for someone who has my power," said the Saiyan, activating the power of superior instinct and surprising the God of Thunder. Kaminari said, "A mortal who managed to use the power of superior instinct and is called Son Goku. You must be the Saiyan who fought against other mortals in the Tournament of Power," said the God of Thunder while looking at the Saiyan, who was once again compared to his other version of the 7th universe, causing the Saiyan to get irritated. But Goku-X had managed to control his anger. Goku-X said, I'm not that Saiyan. He's another version of me who lives in the 7th universe, and I belong to the 6th universe. Now that you know who I am and what I can do, are you going to train me or not? Asked the Saiyan, hiding his anger a little. Kaminari said, yes, I can train you, but first I would like to know the reason for wanting to be trained by me, said the curious god about why the Saiyan wanted to be trained by him. Goku-X said, I want to learn to control the element of thunder, and with it I can defeat the god of destruction of the 7th universe, since Beerus is weak against the element of thunder, and that was proven when you faced him in the past, said the Saiyan while looking at the god of thunder. Kaminari said, you don't want to defeat. No, you want to kill the god of destruction of the 7th universe, just as you killed the goddess of destruction of this universe. You're wearing that god of destruction costume and it proves it. The god of thunder spoke while he looked at the Saiyan, who felt a shiver. After all, that guy could defeat him alone, and it wouldn't be difficult for that to happen. Goku-X said, yes, I killed her. But in my defense, she was the one who attacked me first. And then I took the god of destruction costume because I needed to know where you were, said the Saiyan, trying to give a reason for having killed Hellas earlier. Kaminari said, look, as far as I know, you attacked the 3 strongest warriors of this universe who, by the way, are Hellas' protégés, or where. Your luck is that I don't care a bit about what happened, or what will happen to you or any mortal or god that exists, said the god of thunder, while looking at Goku-X, who ended up giving a relieved sigh. Goku-X said, so are you going to train me so that I can control the power of thunder to kill Beerus? Asked the Saiyan to the god of thunder, who jumped from his castle and stopped in front of the Saiyan. Kaminari said, I'll train you. Now if you're able to defeat Beerus, that's none of my business. Now let's go. The faster I teach you, the faster you will leave, said the god of thunder, turning and heading towards his castle, followed by the Saiyan. Days later. A few days later, it was possible to see Goku-X flying in the middle of the storm on the planet of Kaminari, but unlike the last time, the thunder wasn't attacking him, but being attracted to the Saiyan's palm, who was managing to gather several thunderbolts. And then Goku-X fired a sphere made of thunder at a mountain and destroyed it at the same time that it hit. Kaminari said, congratulations, you're progressing very fast. That way you can completely master this power in 1 year or less, said the god of thunder, appearing beside the Saiyan. Goku-X said, 1 year? I don't need all this. This power that I've already mastered is enough to defeat Universe 7's god of destruction, and that's what I'm going to do now, said the Saiyan in an arrogant way, determined to kill Beerus. Kaminari said, do you think that your mastery of the power of thunder will be able to compete with Beerus? You are too arrogant, Son Goku, but that's your decision, so do what you want. I'll wait for your return if you still want to be trained. If you don't come back, it means you don't want my training anymore, or you are killed by Beerus. One of these 2 options. Now get off my planet, said the god of thunder, giving a sigh, and then swinging his arm, making a passage through the storm for Goku-X to leave his planet. Goku-X, without saying another word, left the planet of Kaminari and flew straight to the planet where the structure was that allowed the Saiyan to travel between universes, and when he got there, Goku-X repeated the same process as the last time, and then the portal to the 7th universe was opened, and the Saiyan without hesitation entered it. Upon arriving at the 7th universe, Goku-X concentrated and looked for where Beerus was, and when he discovered that he was on planet Earth, the Saiyan smiled and used his teleportation to reach planet Earth. Goku-X, using his teleportation technique, managed to reach planet Earth, but not only that, Goku-X appeared in front of Beerus, who, upon feeling the Saiyan's energy, went into alert mode, because the news that Son Goku had killed the goddess of destruction of the 2nd universe had already been scattered. Beerus said, I don't need to know who you are, but I know that you are responsible for killing Hellas. If you're here, it means I must be your next victim, but I'm not like Hellas. I'm much stronger than her, said the god of destruction, releasing his energy of destruction, making the atmosphere of the place change completely. Goku-X said, let's see if you have this ability, god of destruction from the 7th universe, said the Saiyan, already activating the power of superior instinct, together with the power of thunder, making some thunder surround his body. Goku-X at high speed advanced against Beerus, who did the same thing, making both start a hand-to-hand combat, where Goku-X was taking advantage because Beerus was being affected by the power of thunder, which was around the Saiyan's body, that when he saw that the god of destruction was getting cornered by his power, gave a huge arrogant smile. Beerus, seeing that smile on the Saiyan's face, decided to take that fight seriously and end the Saiyan, and that way Beerus made his energy of destruction cover his body, making the rays that previously affected Beerus now no longer affect him, something that made the Saiyan look on in disbelief. But that look was replaced by unbelievable pain, as his arm had been ripped off by an attack from Beerus, covered in the energy of destruction. Beerus spoke, Your arrogance was your Saiyan defeat, said the God of Destruction while facing the Saiyan who was immersed in rage and pain of having his arm ripped off. Now in Universe 7. Currently in the 7th universe, it was possible to see Goku-X on his knees before the God of Destruction Beerus, who had just ripped off his arm with an attack embedded with the energy of destruction. Being that the God of Destruction had a serious expression on his face as he looked at a replica of Son Goku from his universe. Beerus said, "You are identical to the Son Goku of this universe, only he is more intelligent because he knows he cannot defeat me, and even training hard and having the power of Ultra Instinct, neither he nor you are still a match for my power in strength total. I don't know how you learned to use power of the thunder element, but even so your thunder is too weak to pierce my energy of destruction," said the God of Destruction, facing the Saiyan who was holding the place where his arm had been torn off. Goku-X said, "You damn God of Destruction, I'm going to defeat you and kill you. You bastard, I'm going to prove that I'm not a version of Son Goku, but he is my inferior version of me." The Saiyan spoke with pain, and at the same time with a lot of arrogance, something that made the God of Destruction laugh. Beerus said, "And how do you intend to do that? Using that other arm of yours or using the one I took off? Too bad you won't be able to use it anymore." "Hakai," pronounced the God of Destruction, shooting a small sphere of destruction at the Saiyan's severed arm, causing the arm to be consumed by some purple particles and disappearing soon after. Goku-X thought, "Damn, I have to get out of here somehow. But how am I going to do that? If I try anything, the God of Destruction, Beerus, will kill me on the spot. I need a chance to escape this place and find a way to get my arm," the Saiyan thought as he looked at Beerus, and then at the ground since he didn't know how he could get out of that place alive. But at that moment, Goku-X and Beerus felt an energy coming towards them. That was the energy of Vegeta and Son Goku from the 7th universe. Something ended up attracting Vegeta's attention when he arrived at the place. Vegeta said, "Mr. Beerus, wait, who is this guy, and why does he have the same face as Kakaroto? And what are you doing?" asked the Prince of Saiyans to the God of Destruction, who soon turned to face the Prince of Saiyans. Beerus said, "I don't know exactly who this guy is, but I do know that he is a version of Son Goku from another universe, and that he was responsible for killing the Goddess of Destruction of the 2nd universe, Hellas, who is, well, she was the only one woman among us gods of destruction, and apparently after killing her, he came to kill me, so I ripped his arm off," said the God of Destruction while looking at the Prince of Saiyans. After hearing that speech from Beerus, both Saiyans ended up being very surprised and shocked, not only because there was another version of Son Goku in another universe, but this other version had killed the Goddess of Destruction of the 2nd universe. Son Goku said, "Wait, so this guy who looks the same as me killed the Goddess of Destruction of the 2nd universe, who was the goddess responsible for the universe, who always talked about the power of love or something like that?" said the Saiyan of the 7th universe, confused and surprised by all that. Goku-X thought, "Is this the guy I've always been compared to? I hate being compared to this guy, but now that I've seen him, I feel a lot more angry than before. I'm going to overcome this guy and kill this God of Destruction at all costs. But first I have to get out of here and get my arm back somehow, some way," thought the Saiyan of the 6th universe while trying to create an escape plan, and thanks to the two Saiyans that were at the place, his escape would be easier. Vegeta said, "This guy must be more idiotic than Kakarot, because even he is not that stupid to try to face Mr. Beerus," said the Prince of Saiyans while looking at Goku-X, who had his head down. Beerus said, "Well, whatever, I just have to eliminate this guy at once, and after that we can forget that he existed," said the God of Destruction, creating a large sphere of destruction in his hand and throwing it in the direction of Goku-X, who just smiled discreetly. The moment the sphere of destruction approached Goku-X, it diminished his energy to the point that they thought that Goku-X was dead. And when the sphere touched him, Goku-X used his teleportation technique and disappeared from that place. And at the same moment, the sphere of destruction touched the ground, creating a small crater. Beerus said, "Okay, now Son Goku's double is dead, and Hellas, the God of Destruction of the 2nd universe, has been avenged. Even if I don't have much interest in that, but since he was here, then why not eliminate him from one time?" said the God of Destruction, soon leaving the place with Vegeta and Son Goku. On some planet of the 7th universe. On a completely random planet of the 7th universe, it was possible to see Goku-X suddenly appearing holding the place where his arm was originally, that was severed by Beerus. Goku-X said, "I have to admit it, but Kaminari was right. I'm still not ready to face Beerus, and I almost died until now. But he underestimated me, and thanks to that, together with the appearance of those two Saiyans, I managed to escape. Now I have to find a way to get my arm back, and I even know who can help me with that," said the Saiyan, already deciding about who would be the person who would know a way for the Saiyan to get his lost arm back. Soon the Saiyan began to fly towards the center of the universe where the wise Zuno would be, who is said to know everything that exists in all universes. And Zuno would be the being who would say how Goku-X would recover his arm. Hours later. A few hours later, the Saiyan finally arrives at his destination, which was Zuno's abode, which was located in the center of the universe. Without waiting, Goku-X entered Zuno's house and headed to where the all-knowing being would be. Goku-X said, "You must be the wise Zuno, right?" asked the Saiyan while looking at the being in front of him. Zuno said, "Yes, I am Zuno, the one who knows everything. And you are Son Goku of the 6th universe, also known as Goku-X, responsible for killing Hellas, the goddess of destruction of the 2nd universe," said the wise Zuno while looking at the Saiyan in front of him. Goku-X said, "If you already know who I am, then you know why I'm here. So I ask you to answer soon, because I'm not patient, and you're a wise man, and not powerful, and I can kill you with just one blow. So be brief, Zuno," said the Saiyan, clearly threatening the wise Zuno. Zuno said, "To recover your arm, you must use the 7 dragon spheres that are on planet Earth, the same place where you lost your arm. All of them are in the same place, a place called Capsule Corporation, managed by a middle-aged woman with blue hair called Bulma, the wife of the Prince of Saiyans, Vegeta," said the sage, already giving all the possible and necessary information to the Saiyan. Goku-X said, "Good to know. Is there a way for me to enter that place without anyone noticing?" asked the Saiyan to Zuno. Zuno said, "Yes, there is. Reduce your ki to the level of any mortal, and then use your control over the thunder element to interfere with the electronic system of the corporation. And after that, enter a room on the 2nd floor. There will be a portal with light blue stars where the spheres will be. After that, use your teleportation to leave the place, and stay still on planet Earth for the spheres to work. And to call the dragon, just say, 'Comes Shenron,' and fulfill my wishes. Make your wish and then leave the planet before alerting Beerus," said Zuno, giving all the necessary information and instructions for the Saiyan to get the Dragon Balls. Goku-X said, "Great. Now I just need to do what you said, and then I'll have my arm again. Until you are useful for something, Zuno," said the Saiyan before leaving the place, using his teleportation technique to return to planet Earth in search of the Spears of Dragon. Upon arriving on planet Earth, the Saiyan did what Zuno had said, and reduced the amount of ki he was releasing to the level of a normal human on that planet. And then the Saiyan invaded the Capsule Corporation, and upon getting close to the Capsule Corporation, the Saiyan released an amount of electrical energy strong enough to short-circuit the electronic system of the Capsule Corporation, and then Goku-X went to search for the Dragon Balls. He took them easily, and before anyone saw, the Saiyan used his teleportation technique to escape from that location. Goku-X soon appeared at a very distant place, and in it, the Saiyan invoked the powerful Shenron, and told the dragon his wish was to have his destroyed arm back. And his wish was fulfilled by making his previously destroyed arm return to normal, making the Saiyan give a small smile. And then Shenron disappeared, and the Dragon Balls were separated all over the planet. Goku-X said, "Now it's time for me to return to the Storm Planet, and be trained by Kaminari again. And after I'm strong enough, I won't come to defeat or kill Beerus. Before that, I'll go to the 3rd universe to kill the God of Destruction, to see how strong I've become. After all, he is also weak against the element of thunder," said the Saiyan with a smile on his face. Right after that, Goku-X used his teleportation technique to return to the planet where he was the structure that allowed Goku-X to travel between universes. After being defeated by Beerus and recovering his arm using the Dragon Balls, Goku-X returned to the planet where the structure that allowed him to travel between universes was, and once again repeated the process to travel between universes back to the 2nd universe, and then flew to the planet where Kaminari lived. Kaminari's planet prevented anyone from entering using any teleportation technique. Only an angel could do that, and because of that, the Saiyan had to fly to the planet. It didn't take long for the Saiyan to arrive on the planet, and using his power to control thunder, he managed to enter the planet without the need to activate the power of Ultra Instinct. And when he got close to the castle, the Saiyan ended up receiving a punch full of the thunder element, which made the Saiyan hit his back on the ground, thus creating a trail on the ground. Kaminari said, "Look who decided to come back like a little mouse to my planet. Let me see. You took the beating for Beerus and came back to be trained for real and learned to control the power of thunder. and not this copy that you know how to use today," said the God of Thunder, facing the Saiyan, who stood up and faced him. Goku-X spoke. "What was the need to punch me out of nowhere?" said the Saiyan, spitting a little blood, and then facing the God of Thunder. Kaminari spoke. "Isn't it obvious? You asked me to train you, and that's what I was doing until you decided you were ready and went to face Beerus. And with that, I reflected that I was taking too easy on your training. So I decided that if you came back, I would train you for real. Enough being kind. I will train you using my fists, and that will be useful for you who are a Saiyan, because you get stronger while fighting and taking punches. So prepare, because I'm tired of being a good teacher," said the God of Thunder, invoking a huge thunder in his hand and throwing it at the Saiyan. Goku-X, seeing the huge thunder coming towards him, had to dodge to not be killed or seriously injured, but Goku-X had to dodge not only one but several thunderbolts, and when Goku-X thought he had dodged them all, Kaminari appeared beside the Saiyan and kicked his arm, causing it to be broken. The Saiyan gave a huge scream of pain that was stopped when Kaminari grabbed Goku-X's head and stuck it to the ground, creating a small hole. Kaminari said, "This is how I'm going to train you from today. So get up and use your control of the thunder element to fix your arm, because it's time for us to train for real," spoke the God of Thunder, while some thunder came out of his eyes. The planet itself also responded by making the thunder become stronger than before. Kaminari said, "But if you don't want to be trained by me anymore, leave my planet and never come back. But if you stay, that's how I'll train you," said the God of Thunder while facing Goku-X, who was getting up with a good amount of blood on his forehead. Goku-X said, "It seems like I'm going to give up on being able to master this power. If it's necessary to go through it every day, I'll do it. And even if I almost die, I won't give up. So let's start the training," said the Saiyan with a huge smile, together of a determined look that made the God of Thunder very excited. Kaminari spoke. "Let's see how long you have that smile and that determined look on your face. I'll really enjoy turning your determination into fear." The God of Thunder spoke with an evil smile on his face as he stared at the Saiyan in front of him. 1 month later. After 1 month of intense and hellish training with Kaminari, Goku-X managed to master the power of the thunder element, having the ability to use the power of thunder to increase his physical attributes to a high level, in addition to being able to use his power to increase his recovery rate and the ability to create things using the energy of the thunder element. But during the Saiyan's training on that planet, Goku-X ended up finding very important information, one that could make the Saiyan able to control the true thunder element, something that only Kaminari could do. The only way for Goku-X to control the true element of thunder would be for him to obtain the essence of thunder, but the essence of thunder can only be acquired by one person, and that person was Kaminari, and because of that, he would have to be killed so that Goku-X could have the true power of thunder. With the Saiyan and the God of Thunder. Currently with the Saiyan and the God of Thunder, it was possible to see that both were training. Goku-X was using the power of Super Saiyan 3 along with the powers of the thunder element. Kaminari said, "You finally managed to master the power of the thunder element. Congratulations! And not only that, but it became much stronger than 2 months ago. It's still not strong enough to kill Beerus, but soon it will be," said the God of Thunder, looking at the Saiyan. Goku-X said, "Really? I'm not able to kill Beerus yet, and neither are you, since you're much weaker than when you faced Beerus," said the Saiyan, surprising the God of Thunder. Kaminari said, "What do you mean, Son Goku?" The God of Thunder spoke seriously to the Saiyan, who just chuckled. Goku-X said, "I remember very well the feeling I had when I faced Beerus, and he wasn't using his full power, and now fighting you, I know that you are using a great part of your power, and it wasn't hard to know that you are weaker than Beerus currently. Besides, getting weaker, the god of destruction of the 7th universe became stronger than in his time," said the Saiyan, facing the God of Thunder, who was getting more serious than before, because Kaminari already knew where the conversation between them would go. Kaminari said, "You already know about the essence of thunder, don't you? And if you already know about it, you also know how to get that essence, don't you, Son Goku?" The God of Thunder spoke seriously while looking at the Saiyan. Goku-X said, "I know very well how to get this essence of thunder, and I know that it is with you. Sorry, Kaminari, but I need that power. In reality, I want that power for myself," said the Saiyan before using the full power of Ultra Instinct and making several thunderbolts come out of his body. Kaminari said, "Because I want to know why you want to kill the god of destruction of the 7th universe so much. I want to know what motivates you to do that, and I want the truth," said the God of Thunder, while powerful thunder came out of his aura. Goku-X said, "Simple. This is all Beerus' fault. It was Beerus who used the Super Dragon Balls to bring the planet Earth to my universe back to life, and everyone who lived on it. So everything I did and will do is his fault and nobody else's. I want to do what the other Son Goku couldn't. I want to kill Beerus, and not only him, but all the gods of destruction, because they interfere a lot in the lives of mortals, and that's why I'm going to kill them all and the angels won't be able to do anything against me, said the Saiyan, already ready for the fight between him and Kaminari. Kaminari spoke. Beerus, as always, making the wrong decisions, said the God of Thunder while putting himself in a combat posture and activating the power of the essence of thunder, making his own body transform into pure electricity. Suddenly, Goku-X and Kaminari disappeared and reappeared close to each other, clashing their fists and creating a huge wave of energy, making thunder fall to the ground. The noise of blows between Goku-X and Kaminari colliding was so loud that it made thunder fall to the ground. The battle was very balanced, and that made Kaminari very angry for being so weak. But the longer the battle lasted, the more Goku-X became stronger, and Kaminari became weaker. And thanks to that, the Saiyan began to gain the upper hand. And when Kaminari ended up lowering his guard, the Saiyan hit him with a powerful kick in the jaw of the God of Thunder, and due to the force of the blow, the jaw of the god Kaminari ended up breaking, and 2 teeth were flying along with a little blood. Taking advantage of the fact that the god ended up being a little stunned, the Saiyan gave a powerful punch imbued with the power of the thunder element in the center of the god's chest, that ended up having some bones broken, making the god Kaminari scream in pain and spit a lot of blood. But the Saiyan didn't stop there. Goku-X kicked the God of Thunder from top to bottom, causing Kaminari to be violently thrown to the ground, creating a crater. Kaminari tried to get up as quickly as possible, but when he managed to get up, the Saiyan came down with everything on top of the God of Thunder, making a crater bigger than before, and before Kaminari could think of anything, his chest was being pierced by Goku-X's hand, which ended up creating a key blade with the power of the thunder element. Goku-X said, "You are a good master, and everything I could learn from you was and will be useful, and for that I thank Kaminari, but now I need the essence of thunder, otherwise I wouldn't kill you. If you want to blame someone, blame Beerus, because I'm alive thanks to him," said the Saiyan while facing Kaminari, who couldn't say anything before closing his eyes for the last time. After the death of Kaminari, Goku-X withdrew his hand from inside the chest of the God of Thunder, and his hand was a spear containing an essence of thunder. Soon the spear began to emit some bands of electricity, which ended up connecting with the power of thunder that the Saiyan possessed. So the spear disappeared and its fragments connected to the body of Goku-X, who felt his powers become much stronger than before. And even the thunder of that planet was calm, as if they were waiting for his orders. Goku-X said, "With this power I can kill more gods of destruction, and I can start killing some just to test my new capabilities. Then I'm going after the god of destruction of the 12th universe. The fish-like god of destruction will be the first to feel my new power," said the Saiyan with a huge smile as he saw the thunder coming out of his body. That was much stronger than before. In the 7th universe. Currently in the 7th universe, more precisely on the planet of the god of destruction, it was possible to see all the gods of destruction gathered except Hellas, the god of destruction of the 2nd universe that Goku-X had killed. The gods had gathered to discuss about the death of Hellas. Beerus said, "I think we can start the meeting and deal with the main subject that you all should already know what it is, right?" asked the god of destruction of the 7th universe to the other gods of destruction. Belmont said, "Yes, Beerus, we all know that Hellas was killed by a mortal. But what I want to know is how Hellas managed to be killed by a mere mortal. Maybe Hellas got too weak, and if so, Hellas died for sheer incompetence of herself," said the god of destruction of the 11th universe, who had the appearance of a clown. Belmont spoke in a half-tone without caring, because for him, Hellas died because she became too weak. Quaitella said, "I don't like to admit it, but I think Belmont is right. Hellas was weakened a lot since our last meeting. Hellas believed in that power of love, and that must have made it weaker," said the god of destruction with the appearance of a mouse, being responsible for the 4th universe. Jin spoke. "A mere mortal would not be able to use the power of Ultra Instinct. You should know that. But you two are such idiots that you shouldn't even have paid attention to the words of your angels," said the god of destruction of the 12th universe, having an appearance similar to that of an aquatic creature. Champa said, "The Jin is right. The mortal who killed Hellas has the power of Ultra Instinct, and that makes him a very dangerous being for all of us." Beerus not wanting to blame or throw the blame on his universe, but in it, there is a mortal who has already used the power of Ultra Instinct, and we all saw it, said the god of destruction of the 6th universe, while facing his brothers Beerus. Thanks to what Champa said, all the gods remember that during the Tournament of Power, Universe 7 Saiyan Son Goku had used the power of Ultra Instinct to its fullest splendor, and that made all the gods look up to Beerus. Likir said, "That's true, Champa. The Son Gohan already managed to use the power of Ultra Instinct during the Tournament of Power, so it wouldn't be difficult for him to use it again. And it is likely that Son Goku was responsible for the death of Hellas," said the god of destruction of the 8th universe, with the appearance of a fox. Likir looked at Beerus, who was not enjoying that very much. Arak spoke, "Son Goku must have seen the potential of Ultra Instinct and decided to kill Hellas to see if he is strong enough to take the title of God of Destruction from Hellas. After all, Son Goku is the only one who has this power and still manages to use the power of Ultra Instinct," said the god of destruction of the 5th universe, with a face similar to that of a spider. Sindra said, "Since we've all come to a conclusion, let's go to the planet where this Son Goku lives, and we'll kill him, and all those who are by his side. After all, if we don't do that, he'll come back someday in search of revenge," spoke the 6th universe's god of destruction, rising up along with a few other gods. Rumshi said, "I agree with Sindra. Killing this mortal is the best choice at this point. And that Vegeta as well. He's very strong and should be able to face a god of destruction, and maybe even kill him using his power," said the god of destruction of the 10th universe that had an appearance similar to that of an elephant, only pink. Moscow said, "I think we should talk to our angels before taking any action against this mortal. If Son Goku has killed Hellas, he can also kill one of us," said the god of destruction of the 3rd universe, with an armor robotics, while the original body was inside the armor. Awan said, "Before we do anything, we need Beerus' permission, because this universe you want to go to, and the mortal you want to destroy belong to it. And if I were you, I'd sit back down, because I don't think Beerus will agree with the idea of you killing this Saiyan, and everyone you want, without a battle against him," said the god of destruction of the 1st universe, while looking at the gods who were already standing, and then at Beerus, who had been quiet until that moment, but it was releasing a very intense aura. Champa said, "My brother, could you stop releasing your aura and start saying something? Because of your face, you should know something, so speak." Beerus' brother spoke while looking at him. Beerus had stopped releasing his aura and spoke. "The mortal who killed Hellas, I faced him a few days ago and eliminated him. Or that's what I thought," said the god of destruction of the 7th universe, making the other gods surprised. Belmont spoke. "Explain this better, Beerus," said the god of destruction of the 11th universe. Beerus said, "Goku-X came to my universe and tried to kill me. I defeated him and used my Hakai to kill him. But it seems that somehow Goku-X survived, and then went to the 6th universe where Goku-X killed Kaminari, the god of thunder, an opponent who almost killed me many years ago. And now Goku-X must be wanting to kill us, but I don't know why," said the god of destruction of the 7th universe to the other gods. Soon the gods began to enter into a speech about that subject, and about Beerus' incompetence for not having managed to kill the murderers of Hellas. Next to that room were all the angels gathered. They were already aware of what should be done, and who was leading that meeting was Whis, the angel responsible for the 7th universe. Whis said, "So my sister Vados, are you sure that Hellas' death was at the hands of a mortal from your universe?" asked Whis to his sister, who was responsible for the 6th universe. Vados spoke, "Yes, I'm sure, my brother. After the Tournament of Power, I tried to find a mortal in our world similar to Son Goku, and after you told me that Son Goku lived on planet Earth, I looked for a version of him on planet Earth in my universe, and I found him. He is also called Son Goku, but he doesn't like to be called that way. He prefers to be called Goku-X," said the Anja, explaining how she found the mortal who should be responsible for killing the goddess of destruction of the 2nd universe. Kusu said, "So you found a copy of Son Goku from the 7th universe, only in the 6th universe, and trained him to be a warrior in your universe in case there was another power tournament, or to create a future god of destruction," said the angel of the 10th universe to Vados. Margarita said, "And Vados must have been training Goku-X to be able to use the power of Ultra Instinct, and now that Goku has succeeded, he wants to kill the gods of destruction for some reason, and I guess that reason is related to Son Goku from the 7th universe," said the angel of the 11th universe. Whis said, "My reason is not important. The important thing is to go after Goku-X. I will use my power to try to find him, and then I will try to bring him here. And we will let our gods of destruction decide the fate of Goku-X," said the angel. But at that moment, another angel decided to speak. Sour said, "The gods won't decide anything this time. I'm the one who will do that, because Hellas was my goddess of destruction, and that's why I will decide the future of that being," said the angel of the second universe, trying not to let his anger clear. Whis said, "Right. His fate will be in your hands, Sour. Now it's time for me to locate this mortal," said the angel, invoking his staff and using it to look for Goku-X. It didn't take long for Whis to find him. Goku-X was in a storm in the 6th universe. Seeing that Goku-X was alone, Whis teleported to the storm planet in the 6th universe, and when he arrived at the place he saw that Goku-X was in front of him, as if he knew that Whis would come. Goku-X said, "You delayed, Whis, responsible angel of the 7th universe. The same universe where my other version is," said the Saiyan, already preparing to face the angel. Whis said, "Come with me passively," said the angel while facing the Saiyan in front of him. Goku-X said, "Sorry, but I'm not peaceful," said the Saiyan, immediately activating the power of Ultra Instinct and then advancing against the angel. Whis, seeing that the Saiyan would not hear him, began to defend himself from the Saiyan's blows using his staff, but Goku-X's blows were too fast, and Whis could not defend himself forever, so the angel decided to feint Goku-X just like he did when Beerus was out of control. Whis dodged several blows from Goku-X, and when Whis saw an opening he tried to hit the Saiyan's nape to knock him out, but Goku-X already expected that. Goku-X managed to defend himself from the blow and grabbed the angel's wrist, and then hit a hook in the stomach of Whis, who was surprised to have been hit. And when Goku-X tried to hit the angel again, Whis released some of his power, making the Saiyan get away from him. Whis, now a little distant from the Saiyan, decided he would use some of his power, and when he did that, something stopped him. That was the restriction the Daishinkan had created for the angels. It prevented them from fighting, and because of that, Whis ended up feeling his body becoming paralyzed. Goku-X, seeing that, gave a small smile and then immediately raised his fist to the sky and began to concentrate all his power, creating a very powerful, pure thunder energy coming from the essence of thunder. And when Whis looked up, he saw a gigantic thunder above him. When Goku-X lowered his fist, a huge thunder hit the angel, who ended up giving a cry of pain. After a few seconds, it was possible to see Whis in the place where the gigantic thunder fell. But there was one thing different. Whis had his hair black, and not white like all angels, and that made the Saiyan laugh a lot. Goku-X said, "So the theory that Kaminari had once told me was true. You angels, if you try to raise your power more, you could be paralyzed, and during that period you could become easy targets, and not only that, but you would also have a weakness, which is thunder, more precisely the essence of thunder," said the Saiyan, facing the angel, who was weak at that moment. We've reached the end of another video today, so for those of you who like the content on this channel already, leave the like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to leave your comment, which is very important for the channel. So I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.